Good morning. A pretty quiet day. I have to say, in terms of the dollar, a little bit disappointing for the bulls in that there really wasn't any follow through from the Fed, and gave a fair chunk of any gains that had made back. It hasn't broken back down yet, but a little bit disappointing. Which is also disappointing is gold, which is the chart we're looking at here. In spite of the dollar retracing, gold really hasn't got much benefit from it and was still down yesterday. Just see here, 1290 and a half was a daily level, and we just about held that. Certainly held it on a closing basis. So if a weekly close below that point would open up space down to that 1262 point. Obviously, as it's broken through this monthly level, 1307.2 is a critical resistance. Talked about the Aussie dollar yesterday, and it slid aggressively afterwards. So I think it was down nearly 100 at one point. Not surprising, there's a little bit of a bounce overnight, but there's some severe technical damage there. So traders are looking at 79.80 on a bounce. If it closed back above 80.04, that would mean that yesterday's move was false. Finally, this is the technician platform that most people use. It has all the studies and codes under the Trade Safely banner. Had a few people been asking me about Bitcoin over the last couple of months. The real frenzy, this is a 4-hour chart, was really during August, and the fact that people started asking me about it, it even made a sort of tabloid daily headline a couple of weeks ago. You know that it's in a little bit of trouble. We broke some peak expansion levels a couple of what was it, about 10 days ago, and slumped aggressively and went down to what was the final major support here, which has since jumped to the top. A sharp recovery, but really we have to get back over this 4,200 point on a weekly close at least, to see that you can attack the highs again. Obviously this support just below 3,000 is pretty critical, but we're in the space where it can fall. So you can look at Bitcoin. There's also Litecoin on there as well, which is nowhere near as volatile. Not for the faint-hearted. Just zoom down into more of a 1-hour chart, which shows some shorter term levels. It sort of calmed down a little bit. So code is BTCUSD if you want to look at Bitcoin, and it's LTCUSD for Litecoin. Okay, have a good weekend, everyone.